Chapter 11. The Children, Their Devotion to Islam. The true spirit of Islam that we find in the children of the Sahaba's time was the fruit of the upbringing which they received at the hands of their parents. The parents and guardians of our time spoil the children by pampering them. If instead they put in their young hearts the importance of Islamic practices, these could easily become their habits when they grow up. When we see a child doing something undesirable, we simply brush it off by saying, "He is but a child." We have seen some parents even feeling happy over their darling child doing such unseemly things. We have deceived ourselves when we say, on seeing a child doing something un-Islamic, that he will improve when he grows up. How can a bad seed grow up into a good plant? When you really wish your child to be a good Muslim, when he has grown up, you have to sow the seed of Iman and Islam in his heart right from his childhood. The Sahaba were very particular about training their children in Islamic practices, and they kept a watchful eye on their doings. In Umar's time, a person was arrested by the police for drinking in Ramadan. When he was brought before Umar radiallahu anhu, he said to them, "Woe to you, even our children are keeping fast in this month." He was punished with 80 lashes and was banished from Medina forever. And we don't, some things that happen after Muhammad, we don't find evidence of Muhammad doing these practices. Children keep fast. Because religious practice, like Rahafidin, their religious practices, accepting the system of judgment is a choice. But really what we should do is we should assume maybe this person has some ailment. Maybe the fast will hurt their prayer and therefore not be valid. Maybe it will hurt their body. We just assume that people don't have ability. Now, if somebody says, "I can't stand for prayer," and then as soon as the prayer is over, they rush up and that sort of thing, or they can't bow, but you see them bent over their car for fixing something for much longer than an entire prayer, you know that there's something up. But, how are we to know if somebody has some ailment that they can't fast? A. Children keep fast. Rubayah bint Muawad, who was mentioned in the previous chapter, says, once Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam enjoined on us to fast the 10th of Muharram. Since then, we've always been fasting on that day. Even the children were made to fast with us. When they cried out in hunger, we diverted them with toys made of wool flakes till the time of iftar, the breaking the fast. Note, we learn from hadith that the nursing mothers of those days would not feed their infants during the fast. No doubt they could bear all this, as their general health and endurance were decidedly of a much higher standard than ours. But are we really doing even what we can easily bear? Surely we should not impose on our children what they cannot stand, but we must make them do what they can easily endure. And of course, let's remember that the three things, the food, the drink, and the sexual activity being abstained from, the sex acts, being abstained for during the fast hours, desiring them, whether it's a mental desire or feeling a desire for them in a physical sense or an emotional sense, has nothing to do with whether or not one can fast. An example is given that the eyesight, there's something wrong with your eyesight. People taking vitamins and supplements, particularly with what's going on as this video is recorded, and certainly when it goes public, we're going to find people that are going to say, "Oh, I have to take vitamin C every 2 hours or I'm going to die." And anybody who says that has fooled themselves. They don't have a valid excuse. And when the fast is required, Muharram isn't required. It's a really good day to fast. Not as good as Arafat, the 9th of the 12th month, but it's, About half that, so very good.